Hello, this is Tishan Burris, and today I'm going to report on Amazon's founder and CEO, Jeff Bezos. So, I want to talk about Amazon.com as the organization. Amazon is the world's largest retail online merchant, and they sell everything from books to electronics to clothing apparel. Just about anything one can think of. They sell to online stores across the United States, United Kingdom, all the way to Australia, Brazil, Japan, China, India, and Mexico, and they ship internationally just about anywhere in the world. Amazon has a very simple mission, but it's complex at the same time. Their mission statement is to be the most world's consumer-centric online company. They basically want to be able to offer just about anything a customer wants at the lowest possible prices. So let's talk about the founder and CEO, Jeff Bezos of Amazon. Prior to founding Amazon, Jeff was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He actually spent many summers as a youth working on his grandfather's 25,000-acre ranch in South Texas. He did everything from taking care of cattle, vaccinations, to repairing windmills. Even as a youth, Bezos excelled in engineering and scientific study. After he actually graduated from high school, he went on to graduate from Princeton with degrees in computer science and electrical engineering. After graduating from college, he worked as a Wall Street computer science professional. Bezos then went on to work and become the youngest vice president for the Bankers Trust in New York. In 1994, Bezos left his highly paid job and headed across the United States to Washington State. In his travels, this is where he actually drafted the business plan for Amazon.com. Bezos learned about the fastly growing internet during his occupation in hedge funds. So he moved to Washington State, Seattle, because of the small population, and the majority of his customers would not have to pay sales tax if buying online. So whenever Bezos arrived in Seattle, he set up operation in his garage with a skeleton crew. Initially, Amazon started selling books, but customers started emailing him and say, "Hey, look, I'd like to buy music. I'd like to buy other things from you than just books." The first 2 months that Amazon set up shop, within the first 2 months, they were doing $20,000 per week. So the next thing I want to talk about is Jeff's CEO leadership and success. Since Jeff sold his first book in Amazon to now, and fast forward to now, he's done over $50 million annually in business, which makes him the king of e-commerce industry. He's one of the top 30 richest men in the world. A lot of his success is because Bezos' commitment to his customers. It's non-typical in today's world. He is still willing to take profit loss up front for the sake of keeping his customers happy. Whenever you talk about leadership skills in Jeff, he has a lot of them that I can definitely relate to. For example, Jeff is always, showing that he's an independent contributor. He's truly concerned about where the organization's heading, their functions, and how they go to market. If I were the CEO of Amazon, I would definitely try to mimic that independent contributor style that Jeff exhibits. He's also realistic when it comes to initiating change and stimulating through the organization. I do the same thing as well in my organization. This is all very comparable to my own personal style. I do admire Jeff very much. That was one of the main reasons why I chose Jeff as the CEO to report on. In my opinion, Jeff practices transformational leadership style. He motivates his followers beyond his own interests, his own self-interests, and their self-interests a lot of times, for the greater good of the company. He seems to emphasize the following techniques. He believes in idealized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individualized consideration. All of these traits make for an effective leader that is able to spread their vision throughout an organization. My approach on the organization. If I were to approach leading this organization, again, I would totally mimic Jeff's style, as many of his executives do. Basically, when you look at what the Harvard Business Review article spoke about how Jeff, works his style, it's very infectious. People definitely at Amazon mimic Jeff's style. The people who do the best at Amazon are people who absorb his principles. For example, idealized influence means he has charisma. His display of conviction in his beliefs represents the important company's values. I believe in those same characteristics. Bezos is an inspirational motivator. He knows how to articulate an appealing vision for the future and challenges of others to set high organizational standards through his belief. His intellectual stimulation by far surpasses of any CEO that is as public as he is and exposed. Obviously, he has a very, very high education and he's very intelligent, which when you have an intelligent person running a company, those that look up to him will follow him and do what he feels is right to become and stay a successful company. This is a very comparable style to my own, and he has undoubtedly done this thing right from the beginning. Obviously, in 15, 16 years, he's one of the richest men in the world. So in conclusion, in the past 15 years at Amazon, Jeff has taken this to become the most successful retail company in the world. Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO, has taken this business from a garage operation to the largest e-commerce business. Through my report, I explored the following areas on this organization: his biography, his success, and his analysis of the leadership style and behavior that can also compare to my own. Having an understanding of what makes Jeff Bezos the top CEO in the tech world since the death of Apple's Steve Jobs is pretty easy. He is smart, capitalistic, and a person that has a strong leadership skill. I appreciate you guys listening, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.